What's up, guys? This is Options King. We're going to go through some of the plays of the week, some of the bangers that we already caught during this difficult CPI week. If you have any questions throughout any of this video, just go drop them in the comment section below, and make sure to like and subscribe if you like my content. Let's get started. So here we're looking at the Meta 15-minute time frame. So on this time frame, we actually found a rising wedge pattern. All right, looking at our reference chart of chart patterns, we can actually see that this rising wedge pattern that I found was a type of reversal pattern, right? So what makes it a reversal is that we had a strong uptrend. We had a very strong uptrend. And we pretty much just consolidated upwards, getting slowly tighter as we keep going up. Now to find our entries, right? We have to pull up our 21 EMA, which is this dark bold green line, and the light green line is going to be your 9 EMA. So what I do is I find all my entries on the 5-minute, but my entries based on the 15-minute 21 EMA. Put here, put entry. And we switch to the 5-minute time frame. And it's now 9 o'clock Central Time, May 10th. What we're looking for here is a move to the downside. We only enter this position once it breaks below this white line. Now, how far down are we expecting it to be? We'll grab this trend line, and we measured the last time it touched the top of the trend line and the last time it touched the bottom. And we'll bring it out to where we expect the move to occur. It should be about right here. All right, just right on the trend line. So, now I'll get my horizontal line, we'll put it right there, and that'll be one of our price targets. Now, that is a huge move because we currently are at 235. This needs a $5 drop to this point. What I like to do when the drops are too big, grab our Fibonacci retracement, and take it from that break of the pattern at the bottom all the way to that measured move, and then do a horizontal ray at the halfway point. Right there. And that'll be one of your first price targets. And this one down here, the measure move, that'll be your second one. It's like to have a nice mid move, and we also have some support lines that are made here by our standard pivot indicator. Okay, now let's go and zoom into the move, and let's actually see what we would have got here, what we got in. So here we are rejecting to the upside, and boom. At the close of this red candle here, below our put entry is where my ideal placement would be. That's where I bought puts. And what assures me that bearish confirmation is when RSI is dumping below that 50 range, giving me that extra bearish movement that I'm hoping for. All right, so we'll grab one here. Go. Now our first trend is going to be at the bottom of this pattern. Boom. We just took the bottom of that pattern. I always like to take some profits here because we could see a possible reversal just like in the past when it touched the bottom of the trend line. All right, now we'll keep going. Boom. We have a huge drop, huge red candle here. Another huge red candle. Boom. Price target 1 achieved. We got into this move on the Discord. Drop when it touched the bottom of the trend line, we trimmed for 18%. Then once we had that breakdown to our first price target, which was the halfway point of Fibonacci, that was a 48% move. And if we go back to our chart here, now we pretty much took most profit. We took most profits here, and we will pretty much set a stop loss to break even. Boom, another drop down. On that huge drop down, we pretty much took all profits because I didn't like that wick to the upside. And we got out of this play for 53%. Yeah, but that huge wick to the upside, touching that oversold territory, definitely just tells us, hey, we gotta go. The play's over. And that was a $2.52 to the downside. Our last play here was on Apple. This was May 12th when this occurred. We found the pattern in pre-market. Not using any pre-market candles, only regular time frame. Here we saw a rising wedge. Look back at our reference. See that rising wedge here, the reversal pattern. Our entry will be right at that break. And to watch for this, we will go on the 5-minute. RSI is below 50, which is a good sign. We should see a push to the downside. And now May 12th opens. We have a push back up. And boom, that's our break to the downside. This is our bearish confirmation. This is where I would definitely grab puts. Now, how far is your target going to be? Same as before, measure from the last time to the top of the trend line to the bottom. Drag it down to where the break occurred. And that actually leaves us at one of our pivot points there, which is 172.66. And then if you want to make a halfway point between those, it's always a good idea because sometimes the move doesn't happen that much all the way to the downside. I always like to have a halfway point because it always touches the halfway point, if not always. We have our price target 1 and price target 2. We have everything we need. We're going to buy 2 contracts, puts. First trim will be once we hit that target. Boom. First target achieved. Already a 74-cent drop. Here at this point, I would trim, set our stop loss to break even. And at this point, we were at roughly 10% profits. As we keep pushing to the downside there. Our stop loss would be if we break above this 173.13. So that's our first price target. Boom, we hit our second target here. This ended up being a 33% move, if not more. But we did get out most of this play right here in this little chop at about 19% since it was Friday. So very easy gains, and we hit right to target first and second. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment any questions and feedback you have for me below. And if you would like to join the Discord, I'll drop the link in the description. It's the Wolves of Wall Street, where I typically chart out the day before, give some ideas of what I'm looking at before going into play, and some trade ideas along the way. Thank you and have a great day.